Hello, Taurus. This is a third attempt of me doing your reading. So I don't know what is going on with you guys, but this is the third time. It was like, nope, my camera would go out, my phone would go out, the storage would be full. And I'm like, okay, what is going on with Taurus? So let's try this again. I want to thank you guys for subscribing. Happy New Year. This is for the 5th until the 10th. And if you'd like a personal reading with me, that information is in the description box. And thank you to all the Taurus who reached out in 2020 for a personal reading. So let's see. Let's try this again. Beware. Be careful who you trust at this time. Okay, this card did not come out for the other two times that I was doing it. So I guess this is a message that really wanted to come out to you. Because the chameleon here shows up and says, there's some things that are, that are not showing themselves to you. This is a warning card. And this card is saying, really look at the risks that you're taking, whether it's financial or in your personal life here. And it's asking you to also, this card is also the card that talks about, excess in drinking, excess in drugs, excess in foods, excess in things that are you're putting your dependent on is what this card also talks about. And it's also a card of temptation. So avoid any temptations when it comes to, a third party or adultery or putting someone else on a pedestal even for this card. So this is a very tempting card. So it's saying to beware. And then we have the Star card. The Star card saying, now it's divine timing. This is a future card. It's a card of Aquarius. So it's saying hard times are over. So if in the past there was any deception, any addictions, anything of that nature that was very shady and it was chameleoning itself, means it was trying to form itself to show you that it's something else, whether it was you or somebody else, it is now saying, it's divine timing for you to look forward. The Star card is a future card. So it's asking you to really now come into alignment for happiness, abundance, and enthusiasm with positivity. And then we have the card of the Fool. The Fool card shows up and says, yes, it's time for you to now have the courage to embrace change, take risks, and be adventurous. And when this card is coming out with the dragonfly at the bottom, have confidence during this time of great joy, renewal, and connection to spirit. It is time for you on this journey to really connect to spirit on both sides. Know that you're protected. Know that you are being guided away from anything that was harmful of the past. So this is an energy that you're coming out of, that you're not carrying with you. Why? Because you are embarking on new, right? It is 2021. It's the first week of January, and this is where the stars are being aligned. So what are your wishes? What are your hopes? What is it that you want to bring in? Let's see with the Golden Path. The card that wants to come out is Seasons of the Heart, and also the card of creativity. So the creativity is asking you, we're always co-creating. So know that we're always co-creating. What is it that you want to create right now within your heart? And this card is saying, to use your creative abilities. What is it that you want to do as you're stepping in with the Fool's energy? What is your wish? What is it timing for you now to create here? And with this card, it talks about, seasons of the heart is spring, summer, winter, and autumn, and so forth. So this is accepting in the changing of the seasons, really not hanging on to things, really looking at the cycles of change, cycles of life, because every season has its own vibration, and really be in every season, be in every moment. And this is the way of life, because when you really learn that life is a continuous cycle of change that unfolds, then there's nothing that you need to hang on to. You're always creating in every season. So we're going to see what is coming on here for you. This is really cycles and patterns. Really recognize that. Be within right now, within this season. What is happening for you in this very moment? Let's see for the Romance Angel, the card that wants to come out for Taurus. Taurus, what cards wants to come out for you? Some of you can be in separation. The card that is coming out, time apart from your partner, is on the horizon. If you're not in separation, some of you are rethinking about your journey. Some of you are wanting to go on a new journey. So you could have been also dealing with somebody who was also in addiction or alcoholism, or a third-party situation. We'll see more with the Light Seers deck. And if this is you, it's time for you to now separate yourself and really go on this self journey of what is it that you want to create, and really go with the seasons of change. It is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive highest energy of all. Yes, it is the vibration. This is where we really want to come into vibration with bringing love, right? So first you have to bring that for yourself. Then we have the card of divine timing is at work in your love life, worth waiting for, star card. So some of you are single. It is saying, you know what? It's safe for you to love. If you came out of something that was holding you back from the past, like I said, whether it was addictions, whatever that was, you're now on a new journey with new cycles. So this is allowing the cycles. You're seeing things differently here. And with the card of chemistry, there's a strong magnetic attraction here. So chemistry, I really feel that, yes, you are now vibrating something very new here that's in alignment with your own wishes, with your fulfillment. So let's see with the Twin Flame Journey deck, what card is coming out. Let's see for Taurus, the cards that want to come out. These three flipped over, I will take them. So we have abandonment, nightmares, rejections, and sorrow, neglect. Here, again, with the Beware card, were you the one who's neglected, or were you neglecting, not understanding the relationship? I do have the Twin Flame, 1111. So whatever relationships that you were attracting were mirroring you. Now, you can be coming into a twin flame connection, or you are in a twin flame connection. But, you know, the unhealthy twin flame connection is when there is abandonment, rejection, and sorrow, because two people have not really fully learned that they're already whole. So this feeling comes about being rejected, about being abandoned, and things of that nature. But the twin flame journey, it is saying that yes, you are in a twin flame connection, or you're coming into. Here we have the card of naked. I feel vulnerable with you. And that is that twin flame, allowing yourself, because you're seeing an aspect of yourself. There's a feeling of vulnerability, that you can be yourself. And that is a beautiful card to see that. With the Star Seed Oracle, the card that came out is Breath of the Cosmos, and called Soul Gifts and Training. And it's saying it's time to step up. Again, that goes with your creativity. There's a portal for you to go through. It's time for you to step into something new. Again, we're seeing it with the Fool and creativity. So when it comes to your life, there's something that wants to be birthed through you. It's time for you to answer the call and really use your gifts and your abilities this year to manifest something that is very beautiful and new. Breath of the Cosmos, my will to thy will, micromanaging the universe. So with the Breath of the Cosmos, as you're seeing here, it's just so beautiful, because this card is saying, you know what, there's your will, and then there's the will of the divine. When you surrender to the greater will of life, then you bring yourself dancing with life. So there's a surrender here. This is a surrender of your own personal will with the will of the divine. Also, so you're being led, and this is asking you to keep breathing in, breathe in life, and allow the life to dance through you. Okay, that's a beautiful card. Here you're being called right now to create something new. You're being called, and don't neglect, don't abandon, and don't reject your own creativity here, as you are waiting for a twin flame connection, or you're waiting. As you are sitting there contemplating, it's divine timing, so you don't need to wait. Again, with the Star card, don't wait. Use that energy to create through the seasons, because the divine says when this connection is coming, and when it comes, you will know it. There's a sense of knowing with the twin flame. Chariot, look at this. We have Chariot, Fool, and the Star. This is the card of Cancer. The Chariot card is also a focus card. It looks forward. It does not look back. It is going through the yin and yang. Again, this is the dark and the light. So 1111 again, right? Kind of in a sense, because it's a movement forward. This is going towards 2021, new horizons. It is done with 2020. It's now made the intent to move forward with the Chariot card. The next card out for seasons of the heart. So this is in regards to, look at this, the card that flips over is the Devil in reverse, which is absolutely beautiful, because the Devil in reverse is Capricorn card, but this is saying breaking through, what was I saying here, with any addictions, with anything that was holding you back, whether you were around other people that were doing things in excess, whatever that may be. It is saying that you are now seeing the cycles and the patterns here within the seasons of the heart. So you're really freeing yourself. And as you free yourself from any negative beliefs, anything that has held you back, it really opens you up, because you're always creating. So what are you going to create now with these energies that you have been freed from? That devil, the temptations, what was holding you back, what was controlling you. Now you're releasing that, and you saw the patterns, you saw the deception, you saw the lies, and you're really stepping into your own creativity. It is safe to love and worth waiting for. Let's see which card is coming out from the Light Seers deck for Taurus. So there can be a Pisces that comes into your life, or one that you are dealing with. I also like to call this I don't know why tarot calls it Pisces. For me, it's the Cancer card. So, and I'm going to call it again Cancer, but it can be a Pisces. So this is any fears that you have. Here we have, it is safe for you to love. So there's this fear of holding back, and the moon talks about that. So things are illuminating for you. What are your fears when it comes to connection? What is your fear about being seen? What's your fear? See, I feel vulnerable with you. So what is your fear? Do you fear being abandoned? Do you have nightmares and rejections and sorrows of the past? Is that what you fear? So it's now saying it is time to be very intuitive and to really align yourself with the moon. And the moon is all about cycles. So really understanding the cycles of the moon. I'm going to put those cards back in, but the card that was showing itself was the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords talks about that mental, staying in that place of a feeling trapped within the mind. We do have Leo coming out, and it can be Aries and it can be Sagittarius. The King of Wands shows up. When the King of Wands shows up, this is someone who has mastered the element of fire. Very productive here. He has learned how to use his creative passion. So if in the past there was anything that was used in a destructive way with the devil, I feel that now you have mastered this, right? So say you are using male or female, your creativity, your fire in a way that could burn you out, right? Through lust, through sex, through addictions. That's not a healthy way to use fire. So now what it's saying is that you've learned how to tame that fire within yourself, and now you're ready. You have mastered it. So there's a feeling of mastery here, okay? That comes between relationships and your life, and how to create that which you desire. The card that comes out, look at this. It's my least favorite card in the deck, which is the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords is that shady behavior. It is the sneaky card. It is the card that robs you of your energy. So this is the card that it's saying, here with your will. So sometimes when you are in your will and not in the will of the divine, what you're doing is you're going against divine timing. So if there's some things that were somebody comes in and steals your energy, it's time for you to take that back. If you are doing things that were shady, it is time for you to now come into contact, into union with the divine, so you can really realign your energy. Because the Seven of Swords really is that it's getting away with secrets. It's in here we see secrets with the Moon card. So this card is also saying how to use your strategy, how to strategize things. This is something that you do to, it's like, how can I explain this? It's someone who's out for themselves and not for the good of the all. So if you are dealing with somebody who is, again, very selfish, self-seeking, self-centered, it is now time to really recognize that and really come out of that energy. So it's the Seven of Swords. Then we do have the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands, she has one wand here, so getting ready to become the Queen of Wands. But there's another step till it goes to the Ten of Wands. This is asking you to really carry your own torch. This is a warrior Warrior card, really going through quite a battle to get to this place. And it's asking you not to give up, to continue, to keep going on your journey. And until I'm going to do one last card, and this is the card of vibration, and you're here to raise your vibration. I'm sending you much love, much light. Until next time, namaste.